Greetings, minions! It is I, the Flaming Monocle, and here with my very good friend T-Dude.
Oh.
And I'm very pleased to say that we've beaten the final boss, I believe.
Yeah, I believe too.
And we're in the final segment of this video game.
Oza is dead.
Indeed. So, if you haven't watched the last episode, I thoroughly recommend it. It's a good hour and 20 minutes-ish sort of...
Oh, it's a bumper episode!
Indeed. Thank you, Goddess Yavine, who joins us here in the studio. Oh, and it's the title music.
Here we go.
So,
This would be a bit more epic if we could see their faces. This is a tale of 3 wigs.
The three
The
wigs.
3 little wigs.
The 3 little wigs of destiny. Okay.
I'm sorry, game.
Oh, yeah, Stairs of Nevermore. Save the flipping game, I'll tell you that much.
I love how the fact that there's bunnies everywhere.
And, I guess we go up.
These are the stairs. They're supposed to lead us to our world, up there in the distance.
Do you remember what Merlin said?
Do you remember what I said? I said just keep going!
Whatever he says, just keep going. Like the voiceover.
Like I just said.
Like the
He's like behind a bush, just like to the left slightly.
behind-
No, I'm a bunny!
Yes, or else we'll end up trapped in an infinite series of stairs. It seems so easy.
Oh, looks like the moment we've all been eagerly waiting for is about to happen. Huh. Why do I hear no cheering?
Because we haven't finished a quest.
Oh.
We might be stuck here forever.
Fuck you.
If that happens, I have to know I love you, Sarah. You have to know I love you, Sarah.
That's so romantic. I love you too. I love all of you, but I'll retract that if we end up stuck here. Alright. Yeah? Good.
We have to keep going up. Let's go. Up, up, up.
I'm pressing up now, so,
Cool.
I guess it's just one of those things where you just gotta...
Oh, I thought you were going to collide with those.
Well, do you know what? He did say up. I'm really curious as to what happens if you don't press up.
What was that?
I don't know. I pressed right,
It seems...
though.
It seems too urgent.
I think we might be stuck here forever now, because I accidentally pressed right.
Are these all the children we've killed?
And this is like, the credits start rolling down the side, say, hey, I'm not powering the credit roll.
They make you run through your own credits. I think they're just making this end bit a bit epic, aren't they?
Well, they had to wait till the end of the game, didn't they? Why couldn't they make the rest of it epic?
I hope we have to fight a stupid that mushroom from the beginning at the very end.
He goes, why didn't you buy more of my products?
I kill yours.
So, what do you make of the game, T-Dude?
What? You dare ask me a question? Exclamation mark. Yeah, it's good. I want to see the... I almost want to see the game over, not game over, but get game done screen before I go, ugh, and then spout myself. I mean, like, this is interesting. What's weird is that we're getting strange, like...
Oh, naked sound.
Strange stuff.
Wondering if they're just chucking sprites randomly around.
Oh, can you
Ah, sneaky. I'm not going to click that. Why is nobody cheering?
the Jewish piano.
Sorry,
Sorry, that's a very old...
Master of Time.
Oh, I can't believe it!
Oh, that's the one. That's the achievement if you complete the game in under 25 hours.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that means we have actually completed the game.
Yes!
So to pull out a stock phrase from the 1953 KGB Unleashed, oh my god, we finished the game!
Eh. Oh, I can't believe an Orcish god plotted all of that! And what became of those 3 young persons?
I forgot all about them! Heaven, Doctor. I don't know. But there's a 98% chance that they do not remember what happened there.
Well, that's what I'd expected, George Clooney. It seems such a pity.
George Clooney?
Yeah, he's Heaven Doctor.
Oh, yeah.
And you're doing quite a good...
It probably is. But shock amnesia is a common disease for unexperienced mortals who visit the hall. It could have been worse, but had you not made the decision to protect them.
Oh, you dreamy boy!
Oh, George Clooney!
Oh, George! They'd revealed such great things to each other! Oh, I'm not going to worry more than I should. It's the end of the game. We'll certainly get there again eventually.
Do you want one of these throat sweets?
Yes, please.
I'll find one for
Thank
you. You keep
you.
reading. Most probably, Goddess Yvine, some things cannot be avoided, and love is one of them.
Yeah.
Nom nom nom.
Oh, the end.
Hooray!
Yay! Where's the cheering?
We've just done it.
Copyright February 2009.
Indeneria Falls for Aldorlea Games. Email aldorlea@googlemail.com. Released February 2000. Okay, yeah, we got it. Good. Game designer, character designer, story writer, Indeneria Falls. No, it's Indeneria Falls. Monster Arts, Kardzak, Gazer!
Anonymous Dragon.
Scripter, Zereab.
Oh,
Proofreader, Titaness, you've got some splaining to do. DJ Fab.
we love you, DJ Fab.
DJ Fab, your music was fab. Special thanks to Amaranth and Bryce. You can find help and hints for...
Oh, what?
Great! Thanks for playing. Hope you enjoyed it.
You know I did.
See you soon for the next adventure.
The 4 stars of destiny.
Oh my god, I look so handsome. Something tells me this is the small prologue of my adventures.
No, I think that's all of them, I'm afraid, Random.
It's great, wasn't it? Random even confessed he loved me. Oh, look, these are the full-scale sprite images.
Indeed. I want to see Grenadier.
I want to see Grenadier.
So why was Luciana the person at the beginning of the game, I wonder?
I don't know.
I'd have never imagined a place like the Hall of Madness that could exist.
Oh my god! That's the best thing of the whole game. 5 stars of destiny.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Oh, he really is a chameleon.
Yeah.
His twig's a little bit small.
I need the toilet.
I didn't do anything.
Furthermore, meow.
What was his
I
spark?
want to see Spark in the middle of a whole flaming village of dead people. That's awfully.
Her
looks
character
taller
was
than she is.
nothing. Her character did nothing for the entire game.
Yeah.
It was very disappointing because
It's a
she had
shame.
so much potential.
We've seen
got-
Sarah.
Now we've got Sarah again now. She's wearing clothes that are actually not designed to.
Not transparent.
Yeah. What is that he's holding? It's that big purple thing.
Badly photoshopped lightsaber.
Mhm.
Light cutlass.
I'm wondering if it's just going to keep repeating forever.
When do you do your quests? Extra quests?
That's what I was thinking. Whether it's one of those ones that.
Oh, there we go. Blind Wipe 2.
Also, we haven't seen what happens when they get back home. Congratulations, you just completed 3 stars of destiny. It took you 24 hours and 47 minutes, and you found 20 rooms.
Did you say it was a 25-hour?
25 hours or less to get the achievement. So.
Wow. An extra battle with Oza would have...
Well, no, because we would have saved. And
Oh, yeah, okay, fine, yeah.
You need to look more carefully at the world around you. Also, by completing the game in more than 24 hours, you have been awarded by Yvine and her council the title of...
Bean Counter! No,
Small Crusader of the West.
of
You're
the
good, very
West.
good. You're not very far from being truly great and recognized. On a side note, you saved 255 times. What about special weapons and equipments? You got 4 of them. You got
2.
I have a feeling we haven't completed this to the best of possible. But we completed the game.
We weren't trying to get 100%.
Here at the board are your final statistics. Enjoy. Quests. Okay. Coil did nothing.
I've got
Kills.
bling!
Look how many kills Random had.
Oh my god.
See, Lisa was just a non-character. Kills by hits. Kills by spell.
Coriol hit 19 people into oblivion with his fists. His bling fists.
Spells. Kills by items. Nobody killed people with items. Hit points. Coriol had definitely had the most. Though not as much as I was expecting. Strength Random was the strongest.
Well.
Coriol didn't even come close. But then again, we never actually leveled them up. So, kill ratio. Kills per battle, 132. What?
Wow.
Ratio of kills per battle? I don't understand how that works. Random certainly hasn't killed 132.20 people per battle. Defeats. Items used.
Oh, interesting.
Indeed.
Sunset Beach. All of the characters are naked.
And do they remember anything?
Whoa, it seems I slept for a very long time. Hello, Totoro.
So possible sunlight. It's goodies time.
Unlock time goodie, secret room goodie. That's just on. It took you 24 hours and some minutes to complete this adventure. That means you can use 56 points to distribute this HP.
It's not my neighbour Japati.
What? I'm not spending 21,000 gold to give myself 41 hit points. I won't press save though.
Do a new file just for Heather. We still have save slots in the. This place is horrible! I need a drink! 2, no 3, no 10!
What have you got to say for yourself, useless one?
Coil never ceases to amaze me. I mean, he must have the biggest muscles I've ever seen for a man.
I'm stronger than him though.
Yes, you are.
Thinks, if only I could explain what I've seen. But they wouldn't believe me.
Take some lessons from Gunidia.
Shut the hell up.
My poor dress, it's full of sand.
Well, run Sandy Beach. You Sandy Beach.
Leave it on.
Well, Sarah...
Is naked, of course. Well,
Gunidia.
I'm trying to find treasure. This is an island. There's always treasure on an island. You know, you ever read that book? By the same name.
Something strange, Sarah. I've just got this weird and silly impression I just said something very stupid to you.
That's not strange at all. It's usual.
Okay. What now? Is this like the... Ooh. What is this? Send for the eagles.
I'm a talking phoenix sent by the heaven authorities. Don't ask.
Whoa, this is really our lucky day.
Any place you'd like to visit. Okay, so this is our train, really.
Yeah.
All aboard!
No. I am content with spending the rest of my days on a tropical island with no lavatory.
And no outer dress for Sarah, by the look of it.
Nice rug though, wherever they got that from.
Persia.
Well, what do we do from here, T-Dude? The episode's only 13 minutes long.
Well,
We stopped the episode. That seems to be the most prudent thing to do.
I'd say so. I just wanted to bask. It was worth this last sort of 10 minutes basking in the glory of,
Yeah.
the ending of the game. This game took us 25 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that was mucking about off camera as well, trying to figure stuff out. But generally, for the most part, we did everything live on camera.
Yep.
And we figured everything out live on camera, so it was an interesting one. Grenadier. Hello?
He's trying to find his way to Vice City. Probably.
I thought there was a secret passageway up there.
Well, might be. Go up.
I can't go up there.
Oh, piss.
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 Well, with that in mind, I think we shall end this episode here.
Yeah.
I mean, I dare say there's nothing more else to really do.
Mr. Monocle, what did you think of 3 Stars of Destiny?
I hated it. It was awful. Brrr. I mean, don't get me wrong. As an RPG Maker title, I don't have a lot to go by because I've not played a great deal of them. However, I have used the program, the VX8 edition, a fair amount, and I am aware of just how time-consuming and difficult certain things are. And this is a fantastic achievement for those guys who were responsible for creating the game. That said, the writing left a bit to be desired. Not because inherently it was a bad story, but they didn't use... I mean, case in point, potentially fantastic character, but not a lot of actual execution there. Otherwise, a really... I mean, if this was me and if it was my game, this would be a fantastic starting point to flesh out the story a bit more and actually do a bit more item balancing and character balancing and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not to say they couldn't go away and patch it and do it again, but it sounds like they're keen to get Random and his friends to do more adventures together. Whether or not I'd actually play them would depend on how desperate I am to play it.
RPGs, especially for me, they've always been sort of like, containers for decent stories. And character development, because you have to rely on that, because the only other thing about what makes it a game is the strategy involved when you fight. At least with this kind of RPG Maker game, that is. And yeah, as you said, the writing left quite a bit to be desired. The thing is, there was lots of great characters in there, and they could have been a lot better. And if you look back at the actual plot, the plot is a bit of an asshole named Random, who's your initial playable character, who floats through life not really caring, and he continues that he has a tiny, like in the grand scheme of things, he has a tiny sort of arc at the end, which is oh, I've admitted that I love you, person that I used to hate, but all it is just a tiny tick, amongst a sea of writing, and also, if you think back about the plot, it's this guy. He keeps on, basically buggering about, falling into problems. Half of the game was getting to the school, of which neither of them really wanted to go. At least Random definitely didn't want. Well, he didn't really care.
No.
And then it was a bit like arriving at Hogwarts. This is the way I
think
about it. Going to one lesson, which was really difficult as far as you had to go and survive Mushroom County. And then they put you in prison, in the school local prison, and then you find the final eye, and then
you go into space,
and then all the plot seemed to happen at the very end with Oza, the orc, who actually he was a presence that I forgot about for most of the game,
because he turns up at the very beginning, has 2 sentences about a quarter of the way through, and then at the very end shows his face for one very tiny battle. It makes it look like he's dead. Okay, fair enough. And you realise that obviously at this point, this is probably going to be the guy that we're going to be fighting at the end. You fight him at the end, and my concern was that every single battle in the entire game was simplicity itself until Oza. And even then, I got him on the third try.
Oh, and a spider, which was difficult.
Oh, yeah, and the pumpkin, the purple pumpkin. Yeah. But those were surprises. Those were not normal.
Well, it's
once you worked it out,
very difficult, or it's like
but once you worked it out, it was like done.
Yeah.
And the problem at the end was obviously Oza was one of these people that could just kill you in one hit, but there was no obvious gimmick to his demise. It kind of hinted towards it, like there might be, there these, as is typical with an RPG end battle.
Yeah.
There were elements of them talking to one another, and it's a case of, they've got this special power now. There's no explanation what the special power is, the Lexius, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they don't go any further, and it's like, the 3 stars of destiny have got power in their bodies, and here's the manifestation of that power. Great, what does it do? Oh, well, I appear to be regenning my health a little bit, but I'm still getting mullered by Oza.
Yeah.
And on the third time, it's a case of, if we just manage ourselves really carefully and just put defensive spells on ourselves all the time and just get Random to do all of the attacking, eventually you will kill him.
I'd love to know if there was any special way of killing Oza, because the thing is that to me it felt like a huge anticlimax. The thing is, the one thing that I do like about RPGs, apart from the story when there's a good one, is the fact that you have to be tactical.
Yes.
Like I said, and the thing is that I love clever stuff, like in Final Fantasy. It's a small but clever thing, but I mentioned that it's you can turn a bad guy into a zombie, and then lob a load of
Helix down
and healing stuff at them, so it inverts the system, and you kill them by.
Or even
that's clever.
There are other battles that you can win without having to go through the whole fight magic items, equip, that sort of thing, and you can avoid that entirely. But that aside, this is an RPG Maker game made by a small company which I've obviously never heard of. I'm guessing it's just a bunch of guys that are good chums, and they want to put out an RPG game.
Yeah.
And as far as I can tell, this is a really mechanically well executed game that could certainly use some refining. but is a really good starting point. And I really hope they do take it and refine it, because it's got some really good potential.
And you know what? I'll big it up. I will say it was, unlike a lot of games as of recently, it was bright, breezy, and funny. And that makes a gaming experience enjoyable.
Oh, indeed. Look, I'm not about to slate it, because obviously you're going to you can compare it with any RPG out there you care to make. Obviously with us it's Final Fantasy quite a lot, but any RPG game of this particular style you can compare it against, and it's going to fall short. But this is created by, I'm not going to say amateurs, because obviously they know what they're doing, but they are not mainstream.
A much smaller indie studio.
Exactly. And this must be commended for what it has achieved.
To close out, would you recommend this game to your audience?
I think because the game is £12 or something like that on the English store, which I would guess would put it around $15 or $20 on the American store, it seems a touch expensive. Not because of the content and the longevity of the game, because we spent 25 hours on it, but for the fact that it's a big investment for something which you're either going to love or loathe. Or you'll...
Because it's quite a grind, isn't it?
I mean, and really, you're having watched all of this, you'll either think to yourself, that's something I want to give a go at or not. But I think for £12 it's going to be a little bit expensive. But I picked this up in a sale for, I think it was a Humble Bundle or something like that. This and a bunch of other games.
Oh, those
so
are
maybe,
good. Yeah.
For a lot less. I'm not going to obviously say exactly how much I spent on it, but I have seen it again since in another bundle. So I would say wait for it to be in a sale and then have a crack, because RPGs like this, very rarely do they have attention lavished on them like this one evidently did do. And I'm looking forward to seeing what else comes our way in the RPG Maker realm.
Because this was 2009, I'd love to see what they've done since.
They have done some other bits and pieces, and obviously at the very beginning of the game you do see those little adverts for some of the other games they've done, and I do believe I've got some of the other games, but they come much later in the list. So
well, we'll see. We might be dead by the time we reach.
Speaking of later in the list, it's time for me to put that voice on again and say thank you very much indeed for watching. Do join us again the next time we play a video game, because we're moving on to a new one. Dun dun dun!
What is it?
I don't know. I'll have a look up the Steam list. Join us the next time when we play something completely different. Ta-da!
Bye!